So how do you pack for your trips? Are you a person who will fight tooth and nail not to check a bag? Make sure you got everything in your carry-on and your personal item? Or you're like, screw this. I got too much stuff I want to bring or whatever. It probably depends on the trip, right? Although there are all these people on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and everything that say, ooh, watch me pack for a 2-week vacation in one bag. I don't understand how people do that. I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. There's a couple things I can wear multiple times. A pair of jeans I could wear a couple times. But depending on where you go, it's hard for me to wear shirts multiple times. Sweatshirts are fine. And usually if you're wearing a sweatshirt or a jacket, you're wearing that on the plane. Or however you're traveling. Plane, train, whatever. Cruise. Usually you're wearing that on the plane or on the boat or whatever. Shoes. People say, okay, you can just wear one pair of shoes. Okay. Sure. I could see where that would be okay for some people, depending on where you're going. If you're going somewhere tropical or somewhere with a pool, you might want to have some flip-flops or beach shoes or something. And they make these shoes where, they dry out really quickly. You could all those, but you got to pay for those. Everybody says, wear merino wool because merino wool will keep you dry and cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold. All that being said, your packing regimen might be different. But then there was this story that came through that had people rolling out about Tracee Ellis-Ross. Know her from Blackish and Girlfriends and other shows. Tracee Ellis-Ross was on the podcast and she had people flipping out when she said that she only packs 2 pairs of drawers for her trips. That's it. Tracee Ellis-Ross says 2 pairs of drawers. Two pairs of drawers. Yep. And people about lost their mind. She said, quote, there's always one bathing suit, a flip-flop, and one little dress I can roll up. And always 2 undies. When pressed by the interviewer about having 2 pairs of underwear, Tracee Ellis-Ross said, quote, I use the hotel sink to wash them. She also said, if I'm gone for a month on this trip, you can't pack a month's worth of underwear. No, you can't. But just having 2 pairs of drawers, that don't jibe. Doesn't jibe well. I will tell you this, that I'm being very, very honest with y'all. When I went on my 3-week vacation earlier this year, 3-week vacation it was not, but y'all know, between getting to Puerto Rico, going on the Kindle B-Hive cruise, and then spending a few extra days in St. Croix for Snarky Mac's birthday. Essentially 3 weeks away from home. I did not pack 3 weeks worth of drawers. No, I did not. I believe I packed 10 pair. And when we got to St. Croix, there was a washing machine at the Airbnb. And we knew there was going to be a washing machine. So there was no reason for me to pack 21 pairs of drawers. That'd be a little bit much, right? Even though we did have our big bags. I think I packed 10 pair, got through the week, got through Puerto Rico, got through the cruise, and then we washed in St. Croix. But 2 pair? Nah, dude. Nope. Got to do more than that. Now, when people started going after Tracee Ellis-Ross, because of course that's what we do on social media, when they started saying, you only do 2 pair, ew. Well, she washes them, that's fine, I guess, but still, that seems like a lot to do when you're on the run. And depending on where you go, are you at a luxury hotel? Are you glamping? Are you hiking? What are you doing? She said, listen, I only packed 2 pair in my carry-on in case my luggage doesn't make it. Ah, okay. I see what you're doing. She says people hear what they want to hear. So she said she was clarifying it's just in her carry-on. And when she packs regularly, then that's it. But if you're only taking a carry-on, you're still only packing 2 pairs. 2 weekends ago, when I went to Minneapolis with my crew, I knew we were going to be out and about. I knew we were going to be hot in Minneapolis. A lot of walking. I was in Minneapolis for what? 4 days. So you figure I traveled in a pair. I was going home in a pair. So I had one on already. So that going home in a pair, that's one. So I needed Thursday, Friday, Saturday draws. I bought 5 pairs of draws. I brought 5. I bought the in-case ones in case the other ones were kind of just after being out in the sweat all day. So I bought 5, brought 5 along on that trip. Didn't use to. So, yeah. Interesting to see how people pack their stuff. Very much so. Scrolling back. Let's see. Lioness, I always overpack, and it's just under my 50-pound limit. When you can nail just under 50, it's always great. Jenny says, I pack a week in advance. Dave says, then unpack and repack because I don't trust a week ago me. Oh, I will put stuff aside for a trip. Matter of fact, I was putting stuff aside for London. We don't go to London until December. We were folding clothes, doing the sexy thing yesterday, Snarky and I, folding clothes and putting clothes up. I finally have my long socks, the long, sexy black socks that come up to the knee that I plan on wearing in London. And I put them toward the front of my sock drawer. She said, you don't need them now. It's like, I just want to make sure that I see them so I don't lose them. Because usually, when you think about it ahead of time and it comes around to December when you start packing, where did I put those socks? I know where they are now. Kaleo says 2 pairs of drawers, so I got an excuse not to wear any. Kaleo's coming to Mexico next year. Just so you know. Philly Hayes says, you got to make sure you got extra clothes because anything can happen. That's why I took extra pairs of drawers to Minneapolis because you just never know. I didn't know whether or not I'd be getting, even though I had swim trunks, I didn't know if I'd be, getting into water, getting sweaty. I didn't know because we were on the lake, Lake Minnetonka. I didn't know. Tap says, I just always try to go where I always just try to go where I wear small clothing, beach or something. So I'm always in shorts. And then I bring 5 pairs of Chucks. That is a sneakerhead right there, bringing 5 pairs of shoes, 5 pairs of Chucks. That's all right. I've pared down my shoes. Usually I only bring like 3 pairs of shoes. But beach or something, fold them down, always in shorts and 5 pairs of Chucks. I love that. Philly Hayes says, I got to have more than 1 pair of shoes. In Minneapolis, I had a pair of shoes to walk around in. I had flip-flops for outside if I needed to. And I had my Nike Reacts. I had those, which are beautiful. Lioness, when we go to Europe, I'm for sure trying to save money where I can. We're flying first class. For first class, that means you could have 2 bags. You should be able to check the 2 bags. Jenny says, I pack light because I'm not going anywhere for longer than 2 to 3 days. That's all right. As long as you know. Tap says, I keep a separate bag suitcase just for my Converse. That is somebody who loves the shoes. I'm okay with that. Lioness, yes, but you could wash your underwear, so that isn't a big deal. They don't take up that much space. That's right. Chappie, I do love a merino wool sweater. Just go commando and forget the ruse. Chappie's also going to Mexico too. Jenny, just 1 flip-flop and 1 pair of panties. That'll do it. Fine. Lewis says, when I'm traveling for work, I pack 2 pairs of slacks and 4 shirts. Yeah, the pants you can rewear. Usually. Hopefully there's no accidents, but the pants you can rewear. Dave, ma'am, get your drawers out of the sink. This is the 4 Seasons. Taps, just make it a fun trip and spend most of the time going commando. far as I know, Taps is not going to Mexico yet. Lewis, I'm not particular about checking the bag. That's why I always overpack draws, because you don't want to buy them on the road. Also, Taps, there's also a Walmart or something usually. Spend $6 and buy new undies if you need them. Okay? That can happen too. Lioness, always pack for 1 week, then recycle, especially if there's a laundry room in the hotel or Airbnb. That's a good idea too. Lewis says it too. If I can wash clothes, then I always underpack. Dave, I always pack the drawers and socks that are about to be done. Toss them during the trip. Equal space for things you can bring back. Dave did that on the cruise too. Philly Hayes, if we go away for a week, our luggage is going to be crazy. At Michi226. Week-long trips or something. You got to pack them. Pack it tight. But some people can get away with packing for a full week in the carry-on. Lewis, always pack Huggies wipes. Hashtag no swamp ass. Baby wipes / moisturized wipes are always good. Lioness, Kindle's drawers are standing up by themselves in the corner. Ramon Glitters Hubby says, that's why if I'm able to drive, I drive so I can take as much as I want with no worries and feel stress-free. Just load up the car. Jenny, I love it here. We're talking about panties this early in the morning. There's a lot of other things to talk about too. This is light. Philly Hayes, got to have wipes on deck. I learned my lesson even going to a public restroom or work and finding no tissue. That comes in clutch. Dave says the travel bidet has changed our lives. Always comes in clutch. You have a little something to make sure you're feeling fresh. Lioness, I have a list app on my phone to make a note of all the cute outfits that I can't overlook. See? Kaleo says, I got a new sneaker bag. I can carry 6 pairs of shoes in those. Another one that loves their shoes, obviously. Lioness, I'm going to pack 2 pair of walking shoes, maybe 2 pairs of boots going to Europe. That's not bad, too. Probably a pair of sandals would be nice, too. Fat Tony says they have backpacks for 6 pairs of shoes and 1 bag. The luggage industry is amazing to get that. Chappie, first class or business, 2 bags, up to 70 pounds, I believe. Lewis, I go Tom Petty, hashtag free ballin' or whatever he said. He's actually said free fallin'. Also, Lewis is going to Mexico as well. I just want y'all to mark these people on your list so that we know who's going commando. Rachy Doodle Commando is so sorely underrated. Dave, Chappie on a beach in Cancun in a merino wool sweater and banana hammock. He's said as much. That's going to happen. Tap says I'll be in Mexico at the end of September. I wish I was too. We'll be there next year. But yes, have fun with all the Converse. Kaleo says they have mini travel washers now. I've seen those on the TikTok, but I don't know. I don't know if I trust them. I'm not sure. I don't know if I trust them. Dave says I got caught in a zipper once. I can't be trusted with commando. Yeah, don't mess it up. Don't mess up the whole thing. Chappie, I never show my chest. The merino wool sweater will be on. Cool in the summer, warm in the winter. Like, don't wear the sweater. Just put on a rash guard. You could go banana hammock rash guard, just not banana hammock merino wool. Kodachrome says, I know someone who wears basketball shorts commando. Listen, don't get people excited up in here, all right? People don't going to want to watch this person, whoever this person is, in basketball shorts commando. Dang it. Glitter's hubby. Glitter's heading out to Paisley Park this weekend, so let's see what she's going to pack for 48 hours. Is she doing carry-on or is she doing is she checking the bag? Dave, basketball shorts commando. Flopping around is nasty work. Especially when you take a charge or something. Anyway, there you go. So Tracee Ellis-Ross said 2 pairs of drawers while she's traveling, but she clarified it just in the carry-on in case something gets lost. Okay. All right. But certain people have certain items. As we heard, the Converse got to go for sure. Extra pairs of drawers, absolutely. Shoes, Can't live without the shoes. Pack to your heart's content and enjoy your next trip.